Hi people, today I want to talk about the bike specialized Epic HT Pro. The new Epic Hardtail is insanely light, for starters. Specialized claims the S-Works Epic Hardtail frame is the lightest production frame in the world, weighing in at a scant 775 grams for a size medium. Our Epic Hardtail Pro doesn't use the S-Works frame in its featherweight Fact 12 meters carbon, but the brand asserts that the Fact 11 meters carbon used in the Epic Hardtail Pro frame adds only 140 grams to a medium. This bike is lively, wild, and inspires a level of excitement that's akin to a senior year summer fling, catapulting you into a world of unadulterated XC bliss. It dares you to push the limits, pound over rocks and roots, and stomp on the pedals to blast up steep climbs. Laced with Roval Control carbon hoops and a SRAM X01 Eagle drivetrain, my size XL test bike tipped the scale at just 21.3 pounds. Factor in the unrivaled pedaling efficiency of a hardtail and you get a bike that, like a thoroughbred in the start gate, gives the impression that it wants to jump out from under you with each pedal stroke. The uber-precise steering is apparent from the first bend in the trail. It's easy to oversteer. An easy touch and a light hand on the handlebar is all you need. It's also easy to get carried away and find your weight too far over the front wheel. Do that and things don't end well for you. But as long as you are astute about keeping your weight back, this bike can rip gnarly descents with astonishing, albeit heart-pounding and bone-rattling ease. The RockShox SID brain fork plays a large part here, utilizing the same brain suspension found on the full suspension Epics. That makes the suspension simultaneously tight and efficient on smoother terrain, like fire roads or smooth trails, yet ready to absorb harder hits when bashing through rock gardens. An inertia valve in the fork opens to let fluid flow, and the suspension compress when it senses bumps, even small ones. Although the fork doesn't have a lockout, the brain fade adjustment on the crown lets you manually switch between firm and open. I found myself making liberal use of that feature when transitioning between paved climbs, gravel roads, and trails. The slacker head angle and longer reach keep the Epic Hardtail in line with modern mountain bike geometry. The new Epic does its best to add comfort with small diameter seat stays. Increased tire clearance to allow for high-volume tires, stated maximum tire clearance as 2.4 inches, aids the small bump compliance as well. The seat tube is larger in diameter, updated to be compatible with long travel dropper posts. That change takes away vertical compliance compared to the previous iteration that used a 27.2 mm seat post. To even the score, the seat tube now has a slight curve above the bottom bracket to give back the vertical compliance lost by going to a larger diameter seat post. The SRAM X01 drivetrain and level TLM brakes shave some cost compared to XX1 and level Ultimate, but you'll be hard-pressed to recognize a performance difference. With no dropper or lockout levers, the handlebar is clean and tidy. I'll try not to talk too much talk about vertical compliance. It's a hardtail, after all, and you have to actively drive and maneuver this bike if you don't want to smash the rear wheel on every rock and route. To some that's the drawback of riding a hardtail, yet others call it a feature. For the technically adept, the Epic Hardtail Pro is the stuff of high-octane XC dreams and is a worthy addition to your stable. Like that summer fling, my time with the Epic Hardtail Pro had to come to an end. And while I'm not ready to ditch the full squish, this experience has me seriously reconsidering my strict no hardtail stance.